about you, Tyler? Did you watch
did
the
I
Edge?
ever? Not by my choice.
By your mother?
Oh,
Your mother
sat
was
me in
big
front of the
fan.
TV, made me watch Luke and Laura till I was about ready to throw up. I mean, you know, I think it was probably, how old was I? I don't know, 8 years old. You let me fall asleep. You know, get up!
Watch!
The wedding! Come on, to get married!
Yeah, what about you?
I'm from Macon, Georgia, so it's a very popular soap opera in Macon, so a lot of people would watch it, and I would watch it too.
No Macon Georgians in the audience?
Yeah, anybody from Georgia here?
There were laughing right here.
I knew I'd find you, Mom and Dad.
I'm on the
Mom and Dad. Huh. Greg, how about you? Did you watch it?
I never, you know what, I dated this girl in high school, and she was like, we'd go to Mr. Getty's Pizza, you know, and it was Mr. Getty's Pizza and the big screen in General Hospital. She had to watch Jagger and then it was like, hey, you know, I'm into Blackie, all right? So I had like the whole thing, but my grandmother was a big daytime fan, and so I ended up going and working on that favorite show of hers that I had to fulfill her obligation before I became an actor, and that was to work on Young and the Restless. But they're lost. They let me go, but it prepared me for what was to come, and now look where I am.
Yeah. Okay. Now, yes.
Anyone else have a question?
This is Heather from Anaheim, and she has a question for the panel.
Yes, I was wondering, things probably get pretty silly working such long hours. So do you have anyone who's a practical jokester or laughs uncontrollably or constantly forgets a line?
I believe Steve Burton was already here earlier today. How long did it take him to crack on everybody and sit in the chair for about 5 minutes?
Not even. Yeah, not even. He was very quick. Yeah. Is there anybody else besides Steve?
Stuart actually said something kind of funny to me about, he said that he was going to give me the history on my biological mother on the show. So, do you remember what you said, Stuart? What was it?
You tell me. What did I
No,
say?
you say it.
No. I don't remember exactly how it went. You have to. You're committed now.
Her name was, he was like, her name is Paige, and he said, Natty, he said, do you know what your biological mother's last name was? I'm dead serious about this. I said, no, Paige. And he said, well, her last name was Chapter. And so I was like, I said, really?
Yes, Stuart is a big prankster. When I go and visit them occasionally, we do laugh a lot. And John Ingo and Billy Warlock, they're all a little
I
crazy.
mean, you get those Quartermaines together and
Yeah.
Yeah, when
your
the
seats.
Quartermaines get together in the house and there's 6, 7, 8 of us at the same time, we really never stop laughing, you know. But I'll tell you, as soon as that red light goes on and we have to do it, we do it, and usually faultlessly.
Yeah.
Kathy from Santa Clarita. She has a question for Leslie and Natalia.
Hi. Yes, we're wearing the same pants.
Natalia's aren't stolen.
I'm teaching her.
This is on a serious note. Several years ago, we all know that Monica had the storyline with breast cancer. And that, in my opinion, brought breast cancer awareness to the forefront, and it was wonderful. Now, Emily's having a similar situation happen to her, but it's more on a controversial line. And I just wondered what your feelings were about that.
Well, go ahead. Me first. There's something to do with being on for as long as I have, okay? I think that, that we did such a job with Monica's breast cancer that having it come now, six years later, and with a younger person, that it's not only going to remind people, again, that early detection is important, but also in younger women. It is important to get your mammograms and to be enlightened about the disease, because it's so preventable if you just take care. And I think with having Emily's storyline, and also things have changed, people are more radical about their views and how they're going to be treated, and I think what Emily's going to pose is a lot more interesting concepts, questions about breast cancer that hopefully we'll be able to solve.
The think that's right, and I think I'm just so grateful to be working with this topic, and I think it's so important just to remember that this isn't a disease that women who are over 40 have to deal with and think about, but it's also for younger women in their 20s to really be aware of this and to think about this, and it's also so important with the monthly self-breast exam. I was speaking to some cancer survivors, and they were saying that really is the key, early detection. So it's something to think about no matter what age you are, especially now the younger women, which is what we're trying to do with this storyline.
And boy, can't she just cry on the dime? Boy, she can...
It's just lovely. I want to ask the two of you. Now, you came and you have taken over a very popular role, and I think you're doing splendidly. I really do. But that has come with certain terror.
Yeah, it's definitely...
And how did you approach it?
Just wide open arms, you know. I just embraced every minute of it, and I was looking really forward to meeting Tony Geary, who plays Luke, and that man right there, I think he has been a great inspiration, a great mentor for me, and just since the day I arrived, he just said to me, he's like, God, my son keeps getting better looking every day. He's like, I got good genes. But no, he's been very informative and very inspirational, and he's just really taken on, just pulled me aside, and he just said, I want to do everything I can to get you where you should be, and I never wanted her to be a distraction about who was here before you. I just want you to bring your heart and soul on what you do, and I feel as lucky as I play lucky.
And Tyler, you left, you created the role, you left, and now you're back.
Well, gosh, I left, was it 4 years ago now? And I was young, I was single, I had no responsibilities, and it was time for me to just go out and see what was out there. I went and saw. Wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And, the opportunity presented itself, and I really reevaluated my life. It was really not, it was a conscious decision. It was not something I just go, oh, well, all right, I can do this again. I really, really thought about it for a long, long time. And, I talked about it with my wife and friends and family, and came to the decision that I thought I could bring something back to the character, that some things that I wanted to do with the character that I didn't get a chance to do while I was there for one reason or another. And older, wiser, that whole thing, and I've really grown as a person, an actor, a performer, and I wasn't finished, and I'm still not.
Good. Great. Okay. Where are you?
I have Melissa from Hammett who has a question for Stuart or anyone who might know the answer.
I was just wondering if you guys are ever going to do the nurse's home again.
You know,